So I'm going to go a little bit more in depth in this. I usually take these really high level conversations. I try to anyway when I talk about things. And let's take a look at something. Obviously, we can all agree that this is not structural in any way, but we're going to use it for our example to talk about deflection. So the code has in it that the minimum they will allow for deflection of a joist is L360. What does that mean? That means that for every 30 feet, you're allowed 1 inch. Deflection's in inches. So 30 feet, 360 inches. So you take your span here, 22 feet. 22 feet. Let's convert that to inches. 264 inches. And we'll divide that by 360. That comes out to 8 and 51/64 of an inch. That's the allowable deflection for this house. That's huge. If your floors in this little fake model we have moved that much, acceptably that much, you would not be happy. You'd feel it. A whole house would bounce. But that's what's allowed by code. And the reason why is because codes were written around dimensional lumber. The longest span you're going to get on dimensional lumber is 19 feet, unless you're using 2x14s, which are just hard to get. And that problem has led to people who's sized out engineered beams, engineered floor joists, to look at the span tables, which again are based on the code minimums, and say, oh, this beam can reach this far, I'm fine. That's true. Technically, you have met the minimum requirement, but that floor, this floor, by code, can sag 8 inches under its load condition. You're gonna feel that bounce. So how do we address this? There's a few ways, and I credit Weyerhaeuser, especially because they've come up with a rating system and they make their stuff very easily accessible. But a lot of the manufacturers have come up with their own ways of handling it. Weyerhaeuser has come up with what they call their TJI rating system. And the rating system says that if you're a 50 or higher, your deflection is low enough that you're not going to notice the bump, that bounce in the floor, that the beams are going to be stiff enough to handle it. So in our model, what does that look like? That looks like that beam was no longer something small, but got a little thicker. And now as I start to push, it moves less. Why does it move at all?